Hi, my name is Callie C, and welcome to Cables and Pearls. So I think the last time I made a video was probably around March, and I wanted to give an update as to what I have or have not been doing and what I have been working on lately. And I've noticed lately that I have been in like a creative slump. I'm not sure what it was. Well, I have an idea. But it has made me feel more laggy in trying to complete things of that nature with have to do with like fiber arts and yarn of that nature. So I'm treating myself real gently right now and doing things very slowly. I had a goal for 2026, and the goal of 2026 was really to work with the stash that I have, but not just particularly work with the stash that I have. My goal, or first goal of 2026, is to work with the skeins of yarn that I used and I had unraveled, and now it's sitting in a separate place from my unused skein of yarn. The also second thing that I have planned for this year was that I was going to make a shawl out of one of the balls that I had for a long time. And I just wanted to share with you what I have been doing and what I am up to and what I've been working on. So let me begin. The first thing I want to share with you is that I'm working on a crochet project, most likely a shawl, because it is a shawl. And this project is one that I actually look forward to doing. It's kind of weird, but it's okay. So the yarn that I'm working with is Shawl and a Ball. I've had this yarn for ages, and I do mean like for ages. I had this yarn for approximately, let's say at least 7 years. I don't know. I bought this yarn a long time ago. This is what I have left of the yarn right here. So this is what I have left of the yarn. And this is the project that I'm working on, which I'm actually very excited about. See, is this shawl, right? And I like this. I had liked it in the skein, and I was like, oh, this looks pretty cool to actually do. But you know what happens when you have multiple of these, but you want to do different projects of them? Well, this time I decided to pick a simple V, it's called a rope stitch, I think. Is a V stitch, but there's a space in between. So I'll zoom in on that real quickly. I'll show you what it looks like. So it's a V, right? The V stitch right here, as you can see, with the chain in the middle. And I really like the style of this shawl. I really like it kind of suits me. I'm looking forward to it being a stole, or how I'm gonna do it. It's almost done, which I'm really excited about. And this is how much I have left of it. See how much I have left of it. I keep looking at the screen, and I should be looking at the camera. So if my first couple of videos is weird, sorry, but yeah. So I have this much left of it, which if I was to look at this particular shawl, I am on, okay, this is the bottom part. This is where I'm at right now. I should have at least more green, and then it ends in the blue, and then it circles back to the green. So I should have so it circles back to the blue, I mean. So it has the green on the outside, and then it has the so it has the green on the outside, as you can see here, and then it goes into the solid blue, then it goes back into the green and a little bit of the light blue. So I'm at the green in the other side of the shawl. Here, I'm at the green. I should be now heading towards the blue. Then I should be going back to the green and then a little bit of the light blue. But for the most part, this is what this looks like. And I think it looks pretty awesome. I'm actually enjoying the shawl a lot. So we'll see how this is and what it looks like when it's finished. And I can't wait to share this with you because I'm pretty excited about it. It's an old yarn, I know, but I recently did an update with my yarn to find exactly how much I have going on and how much I've done and how much I stashed. And it's quite a lot. It's quite a lot. But I'm excited about it because these were all yarns that I liked and all yarns I wanted to try. So we're going to try that. Okay. Another thing that I've been working on was a triangle scarf. See? And I think this is nice. There is no pattern for this. I did not make a pattern for this. Just whipped it up as I did it. And this is for one of my kids, my daughter. She said it was too big. So I need to make sure that it's smaller, just a bit smaller. So it's not too big. So this one most likely is going to be mine. And I'm like, trying to figure out, not with the headband, but yeah, I'm gonna try to figure out exactly how much I can get away with, but I'm liking this already. It's a cool color. She picked this color amongst other colors to work with for this. So, yeah, that's the second thing I'm working on. So, and I'm currently working on the updated version of that. Give me a second. The updated version of that. So this is the updated version of it that I'm still working on. And again, this is the smaller version that I have to do a little bit more rows. I have never really worked with this type of yarn before, but I will say that this yarn is very nice and very pleasant to work with. I have used a smaller hook. I didn't want it to be too open, so this hook that I'm using is a 3.75. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? I don't know. I doubt it. 3.75. Come on. Come into focus. I don't think. I don't know. You probably can't see it. But anyway. It's a 3.75 and it's a really small hook. Okay. But it's not as small as I've used to worked with before in the past, but it's definitely small enough. So I'm pretty excited, looking forward to finishing it, and I'm hoping that I'll be done with it very shortly. Now let's talk about the major project that I have going on. Whew. This one is a doozy. I have stitch markers, different stitch markers, my notebook for notes, my knitting journal, which is empty mostly because I expect to do far more this year than I have done so far, and my other stuff. So let's talk about this. Okay, this is a pattern for my son, and this particular pattern that I'm working with, it's a neighborhood cardigan pattern from Lion Brand, and I liked it and my son liked it, and so my sons wanted me to work the pattern for them, but obviously they're not size of a man, they're size of a kid. So as I like the math, and so I did the mathing for them, and I decided to scale down that particular pattern for a kid, particularly their size. Sorry, kids, right? And so this is what I have so far. I've completed the sleeves. So now I have 2 sleeves, although for the sleeves, I was more or less thinking about doing a cable in the middle. I didn't do that. I just left a plain stockinette, which takes a while. This is my youngest son's sweater. He's going through major growth spurts, so the sleeves are going to be longish. This is part was taking me a longer time to do it because knitting for him was quicker before, but now he's getting a bit bigger, and so knitting is much different. So this is his second sleeve. So I've managed to finish both sleeves. I did the sleeves first, so I wouldn't be stuck on Sleeve Island. But honestly, I really like knitting bottom up. So this is going to be a set-in sleeve cardigan, right? And so the sleeves are done. And next, I have the front panels. So as you can see, my stitch markers are in here because I like to keep track of how many rows they are, when the decreases started, as you can see, when decreases started, and how many rows from the bottom to the top is. This one has the cable here, and depending on how this is, because this is the neck side, the cables are pointing away from the neck on this one. And this one, the cables, again, this is the opposite side. The cables are pointing away from the neckline. So I've done this and I've counted everything, and I currently have 2 front panels done. Happy about that. Okay. I won't tell you how long that took me. With my stopping and starting and everything, it's taken me months. Usually it doesn't take me long to make a sweater bottom up, at least for the kids, but I haven't hit on the second sweater yet. So this is definitely taking long. Okay, so what happened to the back panel? You may want to know. Okay, so this is the yarn that I'm working with, and just for reference, this yarn, because I kept the ball band in the middle of the yarn. This is an anti-pilling yarn by Premier Yarns, everyday anti-pilling, and it's a worsted weight yarn, 100% acrylic, anti-pilling, 180 yards, 3.5 ounces, wash like new, wash after wash, which is good. I had done research on sweaters, and especially for kids, and most people have a thing about acrylic yarn versus wool yarn. That's okay. You have your opinions. I got my opinions. There's ain't time for that. All right. Instead, I decided to go for this particular yarn because I want the sweater to look like new, or at least keep it neat while they are playing with it roughly. And these are boys, and these are young boys. I'm not going to make wool for them. I want to make sure that it's going to be sustainable to keep and to use. So right now, this is the back. I have not knitted the back yet. This is what is of the back of the sweater, and I will be doing the back of the sweater very soon. I start the needles on 3.5 millimeters, and then I switch off to 4.5 in order to finish off the sweater. So that shouldn't take me that long. It's straight stockinette, and I don't mind stockinette knitting without having to keep track of the decreases and increases, at least for the most part, up until the armpit. So we'll see how this goes, and I just want to give a quick check-in to what's going on, and hopefully next time I log in, or next time I check in with you guys, you will see where I'm at and how far I've gotten, or perhaps maybe I'll just have a different conversation with you regarding what yarn and projects and ideas and whatever's on the mind. So thank you very much, and I will talk to you later. Bye.